What up, dog? Y'all, what's good? Welcome to the What Up, Though show. It's your boy, Dame D, and I am back with another one. Just want to come in and chime in and check in for a little bit, wants to see who's all up, who's up for a good conversation. I'm gonna wait for a few people to check in. Let me make sure you guys can hear me too. So give me 1 second and check my audio. Make sure that I can be heard. Audio. Make sure that I can be heard. Okay, so I can be heard. So what's going on out there, y'all? It's been a minute for since your boy has checked in and chimed in. I just want to really I want to come in and check in and chime in. See my camera. Come on, camera, get back focused. All right, there we go. So yeah, I just want to check in to really to my Facebook people. Um, I had a childhood friend of mine who passed away. I want to give my condolences to Antwon West. Have word that he had passed away today. So I just want to give my condolences to his family. I'm gonna wait for a few people to come in. I'm actually going on over to Facebook because that's where I want people to check in. And that's where I get the message from. So I don't know what happened, but like I said, I just want to give my condolences and my respect to Antwon West and his family. He was a long childhood friend of mine. He's definitely going to be missed. And one thing that I want to say, you know what? That was not my last time seeing him. I saw him at Mumford's 30-year anniversary. He was actually at my 50th birthday party too. You know what I mean? So I just want to, like I said, give him my condolences and his family. He was a good guy. So I'm over here on Facebook. So I want to see who's all up, who's all heard the news about most of us that went to Mumford, Bobby, and probably knew him. Yep. So I'm just up and just seeing who's all up. Just want who's up and who's down for a good conversation. So first and foremost, like I said, I just want to come on here and wish my condolences to his family. Um, it was just a sad situation. Like I said, I was at work when I got the news when I found out through Facebook. So I'm just doing my due diligence on here on Facebook, just looking through, scrolling through. Yep. So life is definitely short, man. That's why you have to, make sure while you're here that you tell your family and your friends that you love them because we all don't know when our day is going to be called. You know what I mean? I just recently lost my father less than a month ago. So, you have to be like I said, you have to reach out to people and let them know that you love them and just make sure you're doing everything you do to reach out to your family and friends and let them know how you feel about them while they're here. You have to give people their flowers while they're here. you know but like I said, he was a good dude. Been knowing him since elementary school. And I was shocked to see that today. When I logged onto Facebook, that was actually one of the first things that I saw when I logged into Facebook. So it kind of, it was shocking. And like I said, he was at my 50th birthday party. We had a good time. And the last time I did see him was at the Mumford 30th 30th annual picnic that we had, our 30th year picnic that we had at the park. I did see him there. So, I just want to come in and check in for a second and just like I said, talk about that for a little bit, see who all was up, see who want to come in and just talk about this for a second. I'm not gonna be too long. I just want to come in for a second. I see like I said, I'm on Facebook. Just looking at all the looking at his page and all the people who made comments on my page and his page too. Old food stamp. And that's what a lot of people that's what he went by, food stamp, Antwon West. He also was he also did a podcast, Topics in Tequila, so I want to give a shout out to his co-host. I know he's hurting right now, good dude too, so I want to give my condolences to his partner over there on Topics in Tequila. Yeah. I need for you guys to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Helps the channel grow. So, like I said, I'm not going to be here long today. I just want to check in and and see who was all up, see who was up on Facebook. Like I said, this was a good childhood friend of mine. It hurt me to my heart when I actually opened up Facebook today. And that's how I actually found out. A lot of people probably found out that way too. So again, I just want to come on here and give my respect. He was a good friend of mine, good dude. I have nothing but love. So I'm not gonna hold you guys up any longer. I just want to come in and give my condolences and give my respect to Antwon West. He goes by AKA Food Stamp, and you can go check out some of his work on Topics and Tequila. It's over on YouTube. He may be gone, but he's still here and present. You can always go back and look at a lot of the work that they did over there, so definitely go check out the work that he did over there on Topics and Tequila. Make sure that you guys go over there and subscribe to that channel and just show some love to his partner and his family. So again, I just want to give my condolences to the family of Antwon West. Much respect and much love, bro. Again, again, R.I.P, man, and cheers. That was one of his favorite words. He always said that. Like I said, one of the last times I saw him was at our Mumford 30th reunion, and he attended my 50th birthday party. I just want to come on here for a brief time and give my respect and show my respect to that man. And just like I said, it was hard when I went on there and I saw that and I couldn't believe it. But you know, um, we're all going to be going down that road one day. We're getting to the point where we're all up in age. You got to make sure. And I actually don't know what happened. But this is one thing I can say. We all have to make sure that we check. And we're doing everything to, stay on top of our health, because we are going to go down that road one day. We're all not going to we're all going to meet our maker one day, so I just want to come on here and just chop it up for a second, give my respect to him, and then just close it out. So I don't have anything else to add. I just want to come on here for a second. Like I said, make sure that you guys go over on YouTube and go check out the work that he did on Topics and Tequila with his partner. That was the name of their podcast show. So if you want to remember him and just see some of the work that he did, his work will always be here. He'll always be here with us. Just not in the body. You can always go and see all the work that he put out. So it's another one. It's your boy Dame D, and I am out. R.I.P. my homeboy Antwon West, food stamp. It's your boy Dame D, and I am out. Peace.